Symptoms of pancreatic cancer that will shock you. Pancreatic cancer is one of the deadliest cancers in the world, with a survival rate that remains shockingly low. In fact, only about 10% of people diagnosed with pancreatic cancer will survive for 5 years or more. Despite being one of the leading causes of cancer-related deaths, it's a disease that many have never even heard of, leaving thousands of people unaware of the warning signs until it's too late. What makes pancreatic cancer so deadly is its ability to hide in plain sight. Symptoms often don't appear until the cancer has already spread, and by that point, treatment options are limited. Most people don't even recognize the early signs of pancreatic cancer, leading to a delayed diagnosis and poor prognosis. It's a disease that thrives on being overlooked, which is why knowing what to watch for is crucial. So stay with me until the end. Watching this video until the end could be your chance to catch the signs early, and it might just make all the difference when it comes to your health. The more you know, the better prepared you'll be to act. If you found this information valuable, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. By doing so, you'll help the channel grow and ensure that this important message reaches more people, potentially saving lives. First one is urine color. Urine color isn't something most people pay close attention to until it suddenly changes. When urine turns a deep amber shade, it's easy to blame dehydration. But what if the water intake is fine and the dark color persists? This could be one of the early warning signs of pancreatic cancer, and it happens because excess bilirubin, a substance processed by the liver, starts building up in the bloodstream instead of being properly eliminated. It's a small change that often gets dismissed, but in some cases it's a crucial clue that something serious is happening internally. Imagine someone going about their day, feeling fine, only to notice their urine getting darker over time. No pain, no discomfort, just a change in color. It doesn't seem urgent, right? That's exactly why pancreatic cancer symptoms can be so dangerous. They creep in subtly, giving a false sense of normalcy until the disease has progressed. Dark urine is often an early sign, appearing before more noticeable symptoms like jaundice and pancreatic cancer-related digestive issues. Recognizing this early can mean the difference between timely intervention and late-stage detection. If dark urine isn't due to dehydration, medication, or a recent dietary change, it's worth looking deeper, literally. A doctor may check for warning signs of pancreatic cancer, testing bilirubin levels and liver function to rule out serious conditions. Think of it like a smoke alarm going off. You don't ignore it just because you don't see flames yet, and when combined with other signs and symptoms of pancreatic cancer, it starts painting a bigger picture. Aches and pains are part of life. A bad mattress, long hours at a desk, or even a tough workout can leave your back or stomach feeling sore. But when discomfort lingers, especially a dull, deep pain in the abdomen or radiating to the back, it's time to pay attention. This isn't just another muscle strain. In some cases, it's one of the early warning signs of pancreatic cancer, often mistaken for everyday aches. The pancreas sits deep in the abdomen, and when a tumor grows, it presses on nearby nerves, creating persistent pain that doesn't go away with rest or stretching. Think about this. Someone wakes up with a mild stomach ache. They brush it off, blaming last night's dinner, but the pain doesn't go away. It subtly shifts, sometimes feeling like a gnawing discomfort under the ribs, sometimes as a steady ache in the lower back. It's easy to ignore until it starts interfering with daily activities. Unlike temporary digestive upset, this pain doesn't improve with antacids or dietary changes. That's why recognizing it as one of the signs and symptoms of pancreatic cancer can be life-saving. If this type of pain persists, it's crucial to track it. Does it get worse when lying down? Does it ease slightly when leaning forward? These details help doctors determine if the issue is digestive or something deeper. While occasional stomach or back pain is normal when paired with pancreatic cancer symptoms like unexplained weight loss or dark urine, it raises red flags. And speaking of digestion, another overlooked sign involves something as simple as post-meal bloating. Everyone experiences bloating now and then, after a heavy meal during hormonal changes, or from eating too fast. But when bloating becomes a frequent, uncomfortable issue, it's worth a second look. Persistent gas and bloating can be one of the warning signs of pancreatic cancer, especially when it appears alongside other pancreatic cancer symptoms. As the tumor grows, it can interfere with the way food is broken down and absorbed, leading to excessive gas, a feeling of fullness, and even visible abdominal swelling. Picture this. Someone eats a small portion of food but feels uncomfortably full, as if they had a 3-course meal. The bloating doesn't fade with time, it lingers for hours, sometimes making it hard to button up jeans that fit fine last week. They may even notice an increase in belching or stomach discomfort that isn't relieved by the usual home remedies. This isn't just an off day, it could be one of the early warning signs of pancreatic cancer, indicating that the digestive system isn't working as it should. Keeping track of bloating patterns can help uncover hidden issues. Is it happening daily? Does it come with nausea or unexplained weight changes? If bloating is persistent and unresponsive to dietary adjustments, it's time to consider deeper causes. The pancreas plays a crucial role in digestion, and when it's not functioning properly, it can lead to an array of digestive disturbances. And in some cases, that discomfort in the stomach isn't just bloating, it's a sign that something more serious is affecting nearby organs, like the gallbladder or liver. Most people don't think about their gallbladder or liver until something goes wrong. But when these organs start swelling, it's often a sign that something deeper is happening. In some cases, pancreatic cancer symptoms can cause bile to back up, leading to a swollen gallbladder that might even be felt during a physical exam. The liver, which helps filter toxins, can also enlarge due to blocked bile ducts. While this swelling isn't usually painful, it's a red flag, especially when paired with other warning signs of pancreatic cancer like dark urine or persistent bloating. Imagine going to the doctor for minor discomfort, only to have them press gently on the abdomen and notice something unusual. A swollen gallbladder or liver doesn't always cause symptoms you can feel, but a doctor might detect it through an ultrasound or CT scan. It's one of those silent signs that many people overlook until jaundice sets in. What seems like a routine checkup could end up revealing something far more serious. Swelling in these organs can also impact digestion, making fatty foods harder to process and leading to nausea or discomfort after eating. The gallbladder and liver are part of a complex system, and when one organ is affected, others can suffer too. And speaking of unexpected health risks, another hidden danger comes in the form of blood clots. Blood clots might seem unrelated to the pancreas, but the body has a way of sending warning signals in unexpected places. In some cases, pancreatic cancer can trigger abnormal clotting, leading to swelling, redness, or pain, especially in the legs. These clots, known as deep vein thrombosis, DVT, can be dangerous if they break loose and travel to the lungs, causing a pulmonary embolism. Picture this. Someone notices one leg feeling unusually warm with a bit of swelling and discomfort, but they shrug it off. A few days later, they feel short of breath, lightheaded, or even experience chest pain. These could be signs of a clot moving to the lungs, a life-threatening event that demands immediate medical attention. While blood clots can form for many reasons, when they appear alongside jaundice and pancreatic cancer symptoms, digestive issues, or unexplained weight loss, it's a reason to dig deeper. Doctors often run clotting tests when other signs and symptoms of pancreatic cancer are present, as tumors can release substances that make blood more likely to clot. Paying attention to the body's subtle cues can be life-saving, and speaking of changes in the body, one of the most overlooked clues isn't in the blood, it's in the bathroom. A shift in stool color and texture might seem minor, but it can reveal a lot about what's happening internally. Most people don't examine their stool closely, but a change in color, especially pale, gray, or clay-colored stools, can be one of the warning signs of pancreatic cancer, indicating that bile isn't flowing properly. When the pancreas isn't producing enough digestive enzymes, fat doesn't break down as it should, leading to oily, floating stools that are difficult to flush. These symptoms often go unnoticed or are mistaken for minor digestive issues, delaying diagnosis when early action is crucial. Imagine someone noticing their stool becoming lighter and greasy over time, with a foul smell that lingers. They might brush it off as a reaction to a new diet, but when it happens consistently, it's a red flag. This condition, known as steatorrhea, suggests that the body isn't digesting fats properly. Instead of being absorbed, fats pass through the intestines unchanged, leading to persistent digestive discomfort and an overall feeling that something isn't right. If someone experiences persistent changes in stool color, texture, or frequency, it's time to consult a doctor. The body has ways of signaling distress, and the digestive system is often one of the first to react. But digestive issues don't stop there. Another unexpected sign can appear right on the skin. Few things grab attention like a sudden change in skin color. Jaundice and pancreatic cancer are closely linked, as yellowing of the skin and eyes often signals a blocked bile duct, a common issue when a tumor forms in the pancreas. At first, the yellow tint might be subtle, only noticeable under natural light, but over time, it intensifies. Many people don't even realize the change until someone else points it out, making it one of those silent symptoms that can creep up unnoticed. Beyond the visible change, jaundice brings other problems. It can cause relentless itchiness, turning simple daily activities into a struggle. Some people describe it as a deep, maddening itch that won't go away no matter how much they scratch. At the same time, urine becomes darker and stools turn pale. Two more warning signs of pancreatic cancer that indicate bile isn't flowing as it should. This isn't just a cosmetic issue. It's a clear sign that something is wrong inside the body. Ignoring signs and symptoms of pancreatic cancer like jaundice can be risky, as it's often one of the first red flags that the disease has progressed. If the whites of the eyes start to look yellow, or if the skin tone shifts unexpectedly, it's worth seeking medical advice. But jaundice isn't the only clue. When digestion takes a hit, the body starts sending out even more distress signals. The pancreas is essential for digestion, and when it's not functioning properly, the entire digestive system feels the impact. People with pancreatic cancer often experience persistent nausea, bloating, and a feeling of fullness even after eating small portions. These issues might seem minor at first, but when they become regular, they could be warning signs of pancreatic cancer. Unintentional weight loss is another red flag, as the body struggles to absorb nutrients properly, leading to malnutrition over time. Digestive problems linked to pancreatic cancer aren't always obvious. Some people develop sudden aversions to foods they once loved, while others notice drastic changes in bowel habits that don't improve with dietary adjustments. When symptoms like persistent indigestion, stomach discomfort, or unexplained weight loss appear together, they shouldn't be ignored. And surprisingly, the body might reveal even more unusual clues, like a distinct change in breath odor. A fruity or acetone-like smell on the breath might seem like a strange symptom, but it's actually a potential warning sign of pancreatic cancer. This unusual odor often arises when the body starts breaking down fat for energy instead of glucose, a condition known as ketosis. In the case of pancreatic cancer, the pancreas is no longer able to produce the necessary enzymes for digestion, leading to a buildup of ketones in the bloodstream. These ketones are then exhaled, giving the breath a fruity or nail polish remover-like scent. The presence of this type of breath odor isn't something that should be overlooked. It can be a sign that the body is undergoing metabolic changes due to a malfunctioning pancreas. While ketosis can also be triggered by conditions like diabetes, it's important to consider it as part of a broader set of pancreatic cancer symptoms. If someone notices a sudden and persistent change in the way their breath smells, it might be time to seek medical attention to rule out serious conditions. Along with the fruity breath, other signs like fatigue or changes in appetite may appear. The body often sends out multiple signals when something's wrong, and it's crucial to listen carefully. But if digestive issues weren't enough, there's another symptom that can take even the most experienced doctors by surprise: loss of taste for coffee or alcohol. Have you ever noticed that a once-loved beverage suddenly tastes off, even though it's been a staple in your routine for years? For those with pancreatic cancer symptoms, this odd shift in taste, particularly when it comes to coffee or alcohol, can actually be a significant red flag. The disruption in pancreatic function can affect how the body processes flavors in food, causing a loss of interest in certain tastes. When this occurs alongside other digestive issues or unexplained weight loss, it may indicate that something deeper is going on within the body. Imagine waking up one morning, expecting your usual cup of coffee to hit the spot, only to find that it tastes strange or unappealing. This could be a result of changes in your body's ability to properly digest or metabolize food and beverages. Pancreatic cancer can disrupt the entire digestive process, causing strange taste aversions as one of its subtle symptoms. If you're suddenly finding your coffee or wine unpalatable, combined with other unexplained changes, it's important to seek medical advice and pay attention to these potential early warning signs of pancreatic cancer. When this shift in taste begins, the body might also reveal another uncomfortable symptom: a persistent, intense itching that seems to appear from nowhere. And trust me, this is something that shouldn't be ignored. Intense itching, particularly on the palms of the hands and soles of the feet, can be a surprising warning sign of pancreatic cancer. This type of itching, known as pruritus, occurs when bile builds up in the body due to a malfunctioning pancreas. The bile salts, which are typically processed by the liver, end up accumulating in the skin, causing irritation and discomfort. If this itching is persistent and unexplainable, especially when accompanied by other symptoms like jaundice or digestive issues, it might indicate an underlying issue with the pancreas. The sensation of itching may not always be the first thing on your mind, but it's a symptom that should not be overlooked. If you're experiencing these sensations without a clear cause, it's a good idea to consult a healthcare professional to rule out serious conditions that could be affecting your body's ability to process bile properly. And another alarming sign that often goes unnoticed is the sudden onset of diabetes without any clear explanation. A sudden diagnosis of diabetes, especially when there's no previous history or obvious cause, could be a warning sign of pancreatic cancer. This happens when the pancreas, affected by cancer, can no longer produce enough insulin to regulate blood sugar. As a result, blood sugar levels spike, leading to an unexpected diabetes diagnosis. Symptoms like unusual thirst, frequent urination, and unexplained weight loss may accompany this sudden onset. This unexpected change can be alarming, but it's important to recognize that pancreatic cancer symptoms often develop gradually and in subtle ways. If diabetes emerges without explanation, it could indicate a deeper issue, especially if paired with other symptoms like digestive distress or fatigue. Now that you've learned about these critical warning signs, it's time to take action. Don't ignore the subtle signals your body may be sending. Early detection of pancreatic cancer can drastically improve survival rates. If you or someone you know is experiencing any of these symptoms, seeking medical advice is the next important step. By staying informed, you're not just protecting yourself, but potentially helping others too. So think about sharing this video with your friends and family, because the more people are aware, the greater the chance we have to save lives. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you don't miss out on more essential health tips and information that could make all the difference. Hope to see you in the next video.